buy or sell Kyle Shanahan's story about Mac Jones. Kyle Shanahan recently went on the Tim Kawakami podcast and said that, it was always going to be Trey Lance. And the reason all these national reporters and local ones, Matt Mayoko, were so convinced it was going to be Mac Jones. He can't fathom how that happened. And he actually was very amused watching everyone get it wrong. And it was kind of like an experiment in human dynamics or something. Do you buy that Kyle Shanahan is like this clever genius of human dynamics, and that this was all a social experiment on Kyle Shanahan's part to make people look silly? What do you think? Peachy, Crystal, you first.
I think the most craziest thing about this whole thing is, no, I do not believe that Kyle is that clever. That is the first thing.
That's fair. Let's just call it what it is.
I absolutely do not believe that Kyle is that clever. Like it was some kind of a major ruse. I don't believe that. There had to be some kind of some kind of an indication that Mac Jones was part of the equation. I do not believe for 1 second that Kyle never had the interest in Mac Jones. And that's kind of what he wants people to believe. And that's absolutely not true. I don't believe that at all. I do believe that it came down to Trey Lance and Justin Fields. But I do believe that Mac Jones was part of the equation earlier. So I think that Kyle, the whatever kind of cleverness that he is trying, I don't believe that Kyle's that clever. Right to that. I don't.
That's fair. That's fair. What do you think, Sybilla?
I love her answer. I love the jab
of
his lack of cleverness. I think you will like that one too. I listen to a lot of Chris Sims, who's supposed to be, pretty close with Kyle. The whole tattoo thing that we all know about. John Lynch, I feel, has been really good at creating in-house subterfuge. Yes. I think they're really good at keeping the lid on things. So I think there's some truth that they didn't mind the misdirection. Whether or not it was intentional, according to Sims, there was actually some in-house dissension where there was a camp for Mac Jones. And I don't know if that was true or not, but I think that Mac Jones was on their radar, at least on their radar. But I just can't see him being the number one pick for this team. He's the old mold. He's the Matt Ryan kind of trigger puller, game manager, stand in the pocket, upright passer. He doesn't come with the upside of, say, like a Kaepernick or something like that, or in our case, a Lance. So I think maybe Kyle broke from his own mold and at some point during the draft process progressed. But I think that Kyle, inside, in his heart of hearts, he was holding on for Mac Jones.
I agree. I mean, I think he definitely made the right choice with Trey Lance. It's just funny how he got there, and it's funny how he's really intent on like getting the story out there, getting the story straight. Right. I liked Mac Jones. It's like, okay, Miriah, do you believe that story?
I agree that Mac was a part of things. I'm not going to say that he was the pick, that he's the one that Kyle wanted, or that Trey was the guy from day one. We're never going to probably know that. So. But I do think that Kyle went into it, looking at each guy. Yes. From all accounts, from everything that we heard, it doesn't seem like Justin was a part of it as much as the other two. But yes. I do think that Mac, was, in discussions.
Yeah, I guess I agree with all of you. I mean, I think Crystal said it so well. He's just not that clever. He's very smart. But I feel like Kyle's a terrible liar. He's a terrible liar. He constantly tells you exactly what he's thinking. Like, hey, Kyle, what do you think of Jimmy Garoppolo? He's good for an inexperienced quarterback. I mean, he's like constantly, it's like he can't even lie about Jimmy. And now all of a sudden he set up this elaborate ruse to make Adam Schefter, Mike Silver, Matt Mayoko all looks foolish. Really, why? I don't know. I mean, it's kind of funny. I guess I set up this question because I wanted to talk about the nature of Kyle Shanahan. And you got right to it. I just don't think he's got it in him. Now, Robert Saleh definitely could do something like that. He's thinking 8 moves ahead, and he's very strategic. John Lynch, too. But he's wearing his emotions on his sleeve. You can see what he's thinking on his face. Yeah. So good try, Kyle. But we don't buy it.